Hello everyone, welcome to Finance Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 simple steps on how to pay off your loans faster. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. The typical American now owes $58,604 in personal debt. The typical balance on a revolving credit card is over $1,963. And graduates with student loan debt typically have an average balance of $33,000 when they leave school. These statistics are based on nearly 70% of Americans who have taken out student loans. This is absolutely absurd. Thus, if you ever find yourself in a circumstance that is like this one, or if you have any personal debt that you will want to pay off as fast and painlessly as possible, the following are the measures to take. I'm referring to your personal debts, which serve no purpose other than to make your life a living hell and cost you far more money than you really need to pay back. I am talking about any kind of unnecessary credit card debt, as well as debt incurred via high-interest auto loans, personal loans, or even student loans of any kind. In essence, any debt that you have that does not make you extra money should be paid off as fast as possible. And the following is a list of 7 relatively easy steps that you may take to accomplish this goal. The first thing you need to do in order to get out of debt is to figure out what sort of debt you are currently carrying. I have a sneaky hunch that the vast majority of individuals who find themselves in debt never truly grasp how much debt they are in or how much that debt is costing them in interest. Which is why it is essential to go over your finances in order to face this issue head-on. Make a note of all of the money that is owed to you, including any debt that you may have accrued on credit cards. Once you have done that, go on to the next step. Second, once you've gathered all of your expenses, make a list. The first will be your need to spend list, and the second will be your want to spend list. The need to spend list will include things like your bare minimum food budget, bare minimum housing payment, bare minimum insurance payment, and anything else that is literally necessary to you actually living. This is all about establishing a baseline to figure out exactly how much you can spend. This column can be whatever you want, but it won't completely wreck your life if you don't start right now. This will be incredibly thrilling after you've completed this section. I'm thrilled because this is going to be the beginning of your new budget. You're going to transform that need to spend list into your whole financial Bible of saving money. And then you're going to use that money to pay off the debt. And then we're going to go on to the next step. The third, and this is the difficult part, but we have to do it. You have to go through your want to spend list and cut out pretty much everything you can that you do not need to spend money on. I know it sounds extreme, but if you're in debt, you need to get serious about cutting back on the luxuries until it's paid off. For example, you don't need to go to TGI Fridays for dinner with all of your friends. No. You can usually find a way to significantly reduce your want to spend list by either cutting it out entirely or simply finding a cheaper alternative for the sake of saving money. Such as, if you're going to the bar and spending $45 a week on drinks, instead go to the grocery store and spend $20 on an entire bottle of whatever you want. And instead, just go in pre-game. Then when you get to the bar, just order a cup of water for free. Fourth step is once you've determined how much money you owe and how much that money is costing you in interest, you should begin tracking all of your spending for the next 30 days. You should figure out exactly how much money is coming into your account and how much money is leaving your account down to the penny. Most people have no idea where their money goes every month or how much they spend without even realizing it. Like that Chipotle steak bowl you bought the other day or the $4 latte you bought this morning. We're going out to lunch with your coworkers for $20. The thing is, you don't think of these charges as that big of a deal, like $8 charges here and there. It's not going to make that big of a difference. So when it comes to going and monitoring your spending, I believe it will be a pretty eye-opening experience for you to be able to see the cumulative impacts of spending your money and see precisely where it goes without you being consciously aware of it today. You can use software or tools to monitor your expenses if you truly want. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The step 5. When it comes to paying off your debt, you have two options. The first is the snowball approach, which was popularized by the one and only Dave Ramsey. According to this strategy, you should pay off your smaller debt first, then gradually work your way up to the highest balance until it is paid off. According to Dave Ramsey, paying off the smallest balances first has a lot of psychological benefits, and seeing your debts paid off sooner gives you the mental boost to stick with it long term. Also, paying off the smaller balances first should be free up some extra cash flow that you could then use to pay off the larger balances since you no longer have the monthly payment. I see the validity in this argument, and I have. 6th step. If you'd cut back as much as you can under living on the bare essentials and you're still not making enough money to pay off your debt, there's no way around it. You need to make more money to pay off your debt by either taking on a second job, a side hustle, or working more hours. Basically, you need to make more money. I hate having super obvious answers here like, yeah, if you're in debt, just make more money. Step 7. Depending on your debt and interest rate, it may be worthwhile to look into debt consolidation in order to decrease your interest rate and save money. Here's how debt consolidation works. Let's say you have 4 credit cards and a personal loan totaling $30,000 in debt with a 20% average interest rate. Instead of paying 5 different loans with 5 different interest rates, you can consolidate them into one single loan with a potentially lower interest rate than the others. And now, you only have one loan to pay off. In addition, if you have a lot of credit card debt and can't consolidate it, it might be worth it to do a balance transfer to a zero-interest credit card to save money on interest. When you transfer money to the second card, you will usually be charged a 3% balance transfer fee. But this is usually much less expensive than paying a 27% interest rate in another credit card. Going and getting a personal loan to then pay off all of your credit card balances works in a very similar way. So going and getting a personal loan to then pay off all of your credit card balances could end up saving you some money again. Just be responsible with all of this. And don't go and get a personal loan and then just buy it, like a Ford Mustang GT, instead of going and paying off your debts. Don't do anything stupid with it if you're going to get a personal loan. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.